the story. So this is, remember in the past I told you guys that you guys couldn't be married with a partner and then yet still get charged for graping your partner even when you're married. Not because you're married you don't own anyone. Remember that conversation a long time ago? Well, let's get into it. BC, BC, in the BC court, Canada. So let's get into this story. The BC Court appeal says a man convicted of sexual assaulting his wife deserves a new trial because messages between the pair about a consensual grape role play scenario were wrongfully excluded as evidence. So basically, there was a consensual grape role play scenario were wrongfully excluded as evidence. So that evidence was not part of the case. The ruling released on Friday says that the complainant and the accused, who can be identified under publication ban, were married but separated at the time of the alleged sexual assault in November 2019. The ruling says that the husband claimed during the trial that his wife agreed to participate in and instigated a so-called grape role play scenario after they exchanged sexually explicit Facebook messages the night before the alleged assault. The ruling says the woman sent her husband a video message included the sentence, "Reblock if you are in the great play," followed by an exchange that included the wife describing her fantasies. The trial judge had found the messages weren't relevant, but the three-judge appeal panel disagreed, finding that the messages about a strange grape and fiend sleep were relevant to whether the act was consensual or whether the accused had an honest but mistaken belief there was a consent. The panel's ruling says the trial judge failed to consider the relevance of the messages in the connection with the letter conversation on the day of the alleged assault, in which the husband said his wife described when they would start role playing. The ruling says that left the accused to testify as if the conversation occurred out of the blue, rather than as a follow-up to a discussion that the complainant initiated and participated in. So basically, there was a role play the day before. It almost happened, and then the trial judge excluded that evidence that she initiated. So basically, when you oh boy. So basically, he's saying that she caused it on herself. Basically, I'm not sure if that's what the judge is trying to say. But if you're saying that she initiated that, then obviously you're saying basically she wanted to get into it because she's the one who initiated the conversation about the role play and all of this. So now he deserves a new trial. Okay, he deserves a new trial. And remember, when you appeal a case, it goes to three judges panel, and the judge came back with the ruling that the trial judge had found the message weren't relevant, but the three-judge appeal panel disagreed, finding that the messages about a stranger grape and a fiend sleep were relevant to whether the act was consensual. So basically, they want to determine if the grape was consensual or he really hold on her and take, to be honest. So that's the story. The sexual assault had happened in November 2019. They already had a trial, okay, and the trial came back that the man was convicted. But during an appeal, because you have to appeal, during the appeal on Friday, there's actually a publication ban that we don't know who these two couples are, but they were married, separated in 2019. She sent him some kind of, some situation on the phone. He took up her offer. Situation went down, and then she cried, grape. So be careful. Don't you think because you're still married to someone and they're separated from you, you can hold on and take. You will go to jail, land yourself in jail where you have to go and apply and appeal over a situation where you don't deserve and all of that. So be mindful out here. Peace and love.